we have sin because the woman basically, she's the beginning of sin. When she well, no, Cain was the beginning of sin. But for call Halaya Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Bashim Kadash, and double honor to the man of great millstone just out on the highway and byway, pushing the truth, as well as pushing the truth throughout the videos on the internet that stretch forth throughout the four corners of the earth. I would like to say Shalom and the water to the man of great millstone for doing an excellent job of pushing the truth out, rain, sleet, or snow, day in and day out. I'm not a member of GMS, but I believe wholeheartedly that GMS has 100% truth of the Bible. To the men and women that are listening, learning, continue the faith of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Continue praying and repenting and keeping the laws of Yahweh, keeping the laws and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to the best of your ability. John 14 states, if you love me, keep my commandment. I just want to correct something that I said in my video, honor thy father and thy mother. I think, no, honor thy father first, then thy mother. I made a slip of a tongue stating that, well, I'll let you listen to it. I made a mistake. I said Eve was the first to bring forth sin, and I was correct. It's just a slip of a tongue. And then I said, no, Cain brought forth sin. It's just a slip of a tongue. So I'm just going over my video to make sure that the information is not being, confused. I don't want to give out a missed message to what I'm saying. I want to, try to be accurate as possible. So that was a major slip of a tongue. So let me go to Genesis, where it all began, where the sin come from. It came through a wicked man, which the world said that it was a serpent, a snake, deceived a woman. It was a man. And this man went to the woman, which she's the weaker vessel, and provided her with some good information that blew her mind. Because, you have a lot of Eve out there that are very gullible, and they want power. Who doesn't want power? But, he went to the woman to give her sin, and that sin was the power that she delighted. And she knew from Adam that Adam told her not to eat from the tree of life. But she listened to another man and fell in love with what he was saying. And she went on and indulged in that power and then gave to Adam. So sin started with the woman. So I'm just going to read a few scriptures, then I'm going to end it. Now the serpent was more subtle than any of the beasts of the field which the Lord had made. And he said unto woman, have God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? If only people take out the time and read verse 1, chapter 3 of Genesis, that this literally wasn't talking about no snake. If you read a little bit closer, it says in the next sentence, it says, and he said unto woman. You don't call a snake a he. You call a snake, either both female or male snake. You say snake. You don't say, and he said, and a snake can't talk. And he said unto woman, has God said ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? All right, skipping down. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh said, ye should not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. So she knew what Adam told her, not to eat from the tree that's in the midst of the garden, which is the tree of life. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. So this wicked man is deceiving Eve right now by giving her lies. For Yahweh do know that in that day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Well, he told her the truth on that because it wasn't meant for us to know good and evil. You know, in the beginning, it wasn't ordained for us to know good and evil, just only good. Because we was in the garden. You know, we was in the garden, living free, eating. You know, what was righteous to us. We was relaxing. You know, it was a vacation every day. You know, until the law was broken. You know, and when a woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband which with her, and he did eat. So by her breaking the law that Yahweh gave Adam, and Adam told Eve, Eve committed sin first, and then Adam, and they both got punished. So let me go down here. I'm just gonna read it through. Verse 7. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked. They was in sin, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of the Lord Yahweh walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of Yahweh amongst the trees of the garden. And Yahweh called unto Adam and said unto him, where art thou? And he said, I hear thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. He was in sin. Verse 11. And he said, who told thee that thou was naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I command thee that thou should not eat? So they both committed a great sin. They ate from the tree in the midst of the garden where the good Lord told them both, told Adam, and then Adam told Eve not to eat of. So they brought forth sin by breaking that law. And sin, transgression of the law equals death. And death came into the world right there. And the man said, the woman whom thou givest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. And Yahweh said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. Beguiled, tricked me. So the serpent, that wicked man that wasn't of the garden, tricked Eve. Because there was people on earth way before Adam and Eve came forth, you know, because people was brought forth in day 5. You know, back in Genesis, day 5 was man and all creatures was formed. Day 5. Okay, so Adam came in day 7. So the good Lord said a day to him is 1,000 years. So, you know, roughly around about 6,000 years from the first man, Adam came over 7,000 years. Adam came along, right along with Eve. So there were many people here on earth. It's just the good Lord picked the Adam and first, and then picked his wife second, and put them in the garden. Those his chosen too, and they were supposed to, you know, not break the law and reproduce and grow within the garden. you know, but it wasn't meant to be. So let's go to 14. The Lord and Yahweh said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon the belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. So, like I said, I went on and proved what I had to say, that the woman, she brought forth sin first before Cain, because Cain came from Eve. Adam and Eve, they lived in the garden and they was booted out because of their sin. And then Adam and Eve had Cain and Abel outside the garden. So it was a slip of a tongue. I want to apologize, whoever's seen it. Hope they didn't get confused about what I said. And I had to do this, this lesson because I didn't want to, get brothers to do videos on me and say that that I'm not real about what I'm doing. I'm giving false information out and stuff like that, because they have the right to do that, But, I hope my video and this video also was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. Like I said, we all make mistakes in our video, but it takes a responsible, righteous man to go over his video and correct it. Well, I'm going to end it right there. Shalom.